Welcome back. I hope you're comfortable because today we're going to be talking about things that annoy me. I know now is the time of the year where people are usually talking about what they're thankful about, what they're so grateful for, what makes them happy and feel good inside. No, today I'm going to tell you what annoys the crap out of me. 1. People. People annoy the crap out of me, specifically rude people, specifically rude fans. I'm not an expert on anything. I will never ever claim to be an expert on anything that I love. I'm just a person that loves it, and I'm constantly trying to learn more about it. I don't know everything about anything. No, I'm a fangirl of many, a lover of all, but if you try to make me feel bad about liking what I like because I'm not knowledgeable enough about it, or like I got something wrong and you're just like nerd-splaining it to me, I'm gonna get mad and annoyed. If I say something wrong and you explain it to me like, that's not 100% true and in a nice way, but if you're just like, no, you're wrong and for all the reasons, and I'm going to explain it to you very rudely. Also, this more so annoys me than makes me angry. But, as I have said, I am not an expert on anything. If I can tell you don't know what you're talking about, but you're trying to act as if you do, that's going to annoy me. If I can tell you're wrong, people much more knowledgeable than me are going to know that you are wrong. And yeah, just like accept that you're wrong and stop trying to argue away about how you're right. Obviously, you're not. Just deal with it, okay? Nobody can be right about everything all the time. If I can tell you didn't do your research, there's a problem. 2, characters. Characters annoy me sometimes. And I like it when characters annoy me because it makes them more human. And I have people in my life that I adore to pieces that annoy me. There are certain things that bother me about characters. Like, if there is something physical about that character and it's constantly changing, I'm gonna get annoyed. I'm looking at you, Alec Lightwood's Parabatai Rune. Where are you? I don't know. I've asked people online. They don't know. Does Cassandra Clare know? I don't know. Do you know where it is? Also, in the show, it was not there, then it was there, now it's upside down. And I'm like, why? Why? So things like that, they annoy me. It's like, I'm trying to figure out where Alec's Parabatai Rune is, and I can't. Because nobody seems to want to put it in the same place, or right side up. It's very annoying. In the 3rd book of a beloved series of mine, there is a certain character, and she is trying to figure out a mystery. Now, this character, Clary, does annoy me. She annoys me. She's not perfect. She's very annoying, but I like her because she's annoying. I like flawed characters. So Clary's annoying. Anytime Alec is annoyed with Clary, I'm annoyed with Clary, basically. And so she's trying to figure out this thing, right? And I understand why she's doing assumption after assumption and roadblock after roadblock, because the people that she needs to hear from aren't there, and she doesn't know anything about the history of this place. But you know who does know about people and the culture and just about the history, kind of in general? Jace. Jace knows. You know who else is being stupid? Jace. Jace annoys me throughout that whole book. I'm like, Jace, okay, come on, man, you should know. Like, they're trying to tell you these things and you're just not listening. It was probably more annoying for me because I already knew what they were trying to tell him. But I could see all the clues there. And I was just like, I understand why Clary's not picking up all these hints and clues and things, but why isn't Jace picking up all these hints and clues and things? Is it purely because we are the only ones seeing it? Did she write it that way to make it frustrating that we figure it out before Jace does and then we're really, 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 really mad? Or is it he just being dumb? That annoyed me. That whole third book. I was just like, come on. So characters annoy me when they change things and when they're just not willing to see the clues. Last, but definitely not least, there are some things that annoy me about Marvel. And specifically people. Yeah, people annoy the crap out of me. If you guys know me, you may possibly know my favorite superhero is James Buchanan Barnes. Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, also sometimes known as the White Wolf, apparently, in the MCU. Bucky Barnes is my favorite. I am wearing a Bucky Barnes shirt right now. I have a Bucky Barnes earrings right now. I have a Bucky Barnes mug. I have Bucky Barnes. Like, he's kind of my favorite. I have a Winter Soldier t-shirt. I love Bucky Barnes. Everything about him. I also love Steve Rogers. They are my top 2 favorite superheroes. That is not a secret. Like, anybody who knows me, that's pretty obvious. I mean, I don't stop talking about them. And so, I get really annoyed when I can't find Bucky Barnes merch in just general stores, but I can find Falcon merch in general, in stores. Like, okay, this thing with Avengers does not have Bucky Barnes, but you know who has? Sam Wilson. What? Okay, cool. That's whatever. Okay, we're doing that. That's a thing that's happening. Great. It's awesome. When I do find Bucky stuff, I am freaking out, and everybody around me knows. They know what I found. Since I love Steve and Bucky, I am Team Cap when it comes to Civil War. And every time I tell people, like, it annoys me that I can see Sam Wilson on things that I can't find Bucky Barnes on. And yes, I am Team Cap. They assume things. They assume I don't like Sam. They assume I don't like Tony. You know what? I do. I love Sam Wilson. I think he is a great character. I think he is a great friend. I think he is a great superhero. I think he is a great person in general. I love him. I am not saying take love away from Sam. I am saying give Bucky more love. Bucky deserves more love. I don't get it. I don't get it. And people think I hate Tony because I am Team Cap. No. Tony Stark is one of my top 10 favorite superheroes. If I hated him, would he be top 10 favorite superhero? No, he would not. So just because I'm Team Cap and just because I love Bucky does not mean I hate Tony Stark. I think Tony Stark's amazing. He is so funny. I love his movies. I love him and everything else. Like, I love Tony Stark. I read just as many headcanons and fun facts about Tony Stark as I do about Bucky and Steve. Okay? No, I love them all so much. There is not a single MCU character that I do not like, at least a little bit, except for Thanos. I don't like him at all. And some of the other villains, like I don't care about them. There's not an MCU superhero or hero in general, they don't have to be super, that I do not like. I like them all. I do not hate any of them. Just because I am Team Cap does not mean I hate Tony, okay? I love Tony. He's awesome. And just because I want more Bucky Barnes stuff does not mean I hate Sam Wilson. I love Sam Wilson. Just give Bucky more love. He deserves more love. And I know some people out there are gonna be like, Bucky Barnes is a villain. No! Bucky Barnes is not a villain. Bucky Barnes was never a villain. Bucky Barnes will never be a villain. My 2-year-old niece understands that Bucky Barnes is not a villain. Why can't you adult people understand that Bucky is not a villain? He's not a villain in Winter Soldier. You know who's the villain? Pierce. You know who's the villain? Hydra. You know who's not the villain? Bucky. You wanna know why? Because he's not choosing to do the things he's doing. He's just doing them because he doesn't know what else to do. You wanna know why he doesn't know what else to do? He doesn't have his freaking memories. You wanna know why? Because Hydra took them. You wanna know why? Because Hydra's the bad guys. Is Bucky Barnes a villain? No, he's not a villain. He did not choose to do any of those actions. You know who's a villain? Loki. You know who I love? Loki. You know what? Bucky Barnes is not even similar to Loki, okay? He's not a villain. No, he's a victim. He had those actions thrust upon him. He did not choose any of them. You know what happened when he found out about them? He cried. He did not want to do them. He ran into hiding, thinking he was dangerous, thinking he deserved to die. You know what? He did not. Okay? Bucky Barnes is a great man. Bucky Barnes is like the greatest of them all. I am biased because he is my favorite, and there are probably a lot of characters that you guys like more than Bucky Barnes. And you know what? That's fine. You know what Bucky Barnes is not? He's not a villain. And I argue about this with my family all the time. There are people out there that I look up to that have said Bucky Barnes and villain in the same sentence, meaning that he was a villain. And I'm just like, no! Bucky Barnes is not a villain. He's not a villain. He was never a villain. He just needs so much more love and so much more respect and so much more appreciation because you know what? He's a good guy and he deserves it, okay? He has gone through so much crap and he just needs a hug and he just needs Steve. And now I'm really sad. And you know what? He's not a villain, okay? He's not a villain. Bucky Barnes is a hero, and he is my favorite hero, and he is a great man, and he deserves all the love and all the respect in this whole freaking Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love him, and I want to hug him so badly. I'm calm. I'm sorry you have to see that, but I am calm. Those are the 3 things that annoy me the most in this world. Rude people that won't accept that they're wrong sometimes. Characters, even if I love them, they can annoy me, especially when things about them change and nobody can figure out why. And people saying that I don't like people because I like other people and assuming my favorite superhero is a villain. That's it. I'm done ranting now. Thank you guys for listening. If you liked my little mini rant about things that annoy me, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have something that annoys the crap out of you, let me know down below. If I annoy you, let me know down below. I do like feedback. Also, go check out my other socials because I definitely rant about things over there. Specifically, Bucky Barnes not being a villain. So go check out my other socials to see what other things annoy me, even just a tiny bit. And stick around. Next week is a casual cosplay, and probably the last casual cosplay of the year. So I think you're gonna want to see it. So stick around for that. And I will hopefully see you guys next week. Bye.